Ray Coin. How you doing, Ray?
Good, Todd. How you doing?
Pretty good. Okay. Let's talk a little about the Stallions' history at the beginning of this interview. You really founded the Stallions. Let's talk about the guys there. Probably get a lawsuit soon.
All right.
Okay. Let's talk a little about the Stallions' beginning. You really founded the Stallions. We all know about Tom DeLuca and that night. Tell us about a little bit why you took over. Your #1 draft picks that year, and how the Stallions became a winning organization.
Okay. Well, it was 1988, and when Tom took the team, he wanted the team, and I let him have it, and as long as I could be assistant manager. So we agreed on that, and then when we had that dismal season of 4-10, and Tom practically didn't do anything, I decided to take over the team. I changed the name. We had a new identity with the Stallions. I got new uniforms. In other words, I changed the whole new face of the team. I got guys like I picked up Robert Hymick, as you know, the third baseman. Dan Lusby, as you know, Dan, the second baseman, who's been leading the team last year in average. And I picked up Mike Cooper. I picked up Lodato. We are a better team. We're a well-disciplined team, and we're going to win a championship this year. And I'm very excited with the team I got.
Okay. Now, were you a manager? Were you asked to be manager, or will you say I have to take the responsibility?
Well, yeah, that's what I did. I didn't.
Did DeLuca,
I took over the team,
Mm-hmm.
and I took over as owner, GM, and then manager. And in other words, I fired DeLuca.
Oh, yeah.
So DeLuca's a good man. He's a good catcher, but he was like, here's the organization, here's Tom. He was like far away from it in relation, like the dinners, the Stein dinners. He never showed up. He never organized them. He just come to the games and play. Tom is not part of the Stallion family. He will come and visit it, but he's not really part of it.
Okay. Let's talk about this year a little bit in general. First of all, what are your chances?
This year in the summer, I think our chances are great. I think we're going to go 12-0. I mean, in fact, you can record this and say it. We're going to go 12-0. We got the talent, we got the discipline, and we got everything gelled together. When I first started in '89, we had a couple flaws. We didn't have a number 5 hitter. We didn't have a.
Who was your number 5 hitter now?
Our number 5 hitter, we're not sure yet, but we can go with Dan Lusby. We go with Kevin McCabe and Chris Wolf. I mean, I can go in the 5th slot. Hymick. Everybody we got two leadoff hitters. Got speed. 3 guys got power, and everybody has learned. Like Rapley has learned his scoops, has known how to hit. Chris is starting to hit now. Everything everybody didn't do in '89 and '90, they're doing now. Our cutoffs from the outfield are great. Everything is just gelled together, and I think this is going to be perfect.
Okay, shades of Joe Namath there predicting a winning season. Okay, let's talk about you. We never hear the personal side of Ray Coin, really. Now, we understand you went to a weight conditioning thing this year to improve yourself. Talk a little bit about that. How you going to improve yourself? What do you think you need to work on? And what do you think the team needs to work on?
Well, the weight conditioning was from veteran first baseman Todd Rapley. He invited down the team and to his weight, and me and him developed the program. For a couple months, me and him did conditioning about softball. I feel it's worked, but I had to stop last month due to softball reasons. Softball time is coming, and I have to get everything prepared, and thus I needed my time for preparing softball and hitting the balls. So me and Rapley, Rapley looks pretty big now. He's working out. He's still continuing with it. This year in hitting, I feel I'm going to have my best year. My best year was in '88 with the Knights, batting .667, and every year I've gradually gone down. And last year I was batting in the 400s actually. I didn't do too well, but this year I feel I'll be coming back, and I'll have my best year. It's the confidence. That's why we're going to win, because everybody has confidence.
Okay, now team-wise, what do you think this team needs to improve on?
There's a couple things we got to improve on. Fielding, consistent fielding. Rob Hyman can make a diving grab, but then he can make an easy error. Same with Mike Cooper. And the number one thing we have to improve is our attitude. Get it again, attitude. The Stallions last year lost a lot of games because we were in fights with each other. Mainly Todd Rapley's fighting with Lodato and Hine and everybody. But that team just didn't get along. And I feel some of it was my fault. I did the best to keep them together, but they still fought, and that's why we lost a lot of games. And I feel this year, if we get along and our attitude is focused on softball, nothing else, we will win.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Interviewing manager Ray Coyne, left fielder, Mr. Stallion, as known by many players. Okay, let's talk individually now about some of the players. Who, in terms of leadership, who sticks out in your mind? Who could really motivate this team besides yourself?
Third baseman Rob Hymick can really motivate this team if he would motivate himself. Veteran first baseman Todd Rapley, if he will stop thinking about himself and about the team, he can motivate this team very much, and I feel like they look up to him sometimes. We don't have too many on the field leaders. I mean, a lot of off the field leaders like Rapp and Hymick, but on the field we have to lead each other. And
I think Mike Cooper maybe very silent, but on the field I think he likes to play that role. I don't know.
Mike Cooper, yeah, he's silent on the outgo. He's not the outgoing type, But when he's on the field, he'll make diving plays at shortstop. We'll get everybody pumped up, and that's the way leadership that's Cooper gives. He'll make a great play and have the crowd go nuts and get this team pumped up, and that's what Cooper can do.
Okay, all right, let's go. What do you think of position-wise in the outfield? What do you think of Mike too? Rumors about him. I ask you this over and over again, but what do you think? Is he coming back?
Mike too, right field, he'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Mike too. Despite all the problems, Mike had a bad year, and despite all his problems with the drug addiction and the rumors flying around, I think it's all behind him now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to come back, and he looks like he's got a tremendous amount of power. And to answer that question before, he can build a fifth slot. He's got to be consistent though. He had games where he went 0 for 8, and then during the playoffs he was 3 for 3 with 2 triples.
Mm-hmm.
And then his right field's looking very good. He's improved. He's got a great arm, so he's a big asset to the Stallions.
Okay, let's go to center field. Scott Hine.
Scott Hine, well, he's the second-year man. He's got a tremendous amount of speed. He can hit for base hits. He can turn them into doubles. He's a big asset in this team. Very big asset. His center field, his abilities are great. He could even play first base when I need him. So Scott Hine's a great guy to have.
Okay, let's move into the infield now. Let's talk about second baseman Dan Lusby. No controversy. A lot of people on the team don't like him. The only way to say it. What do you think? What are you going to do to try to solve this problem?
Well, that is true. Dan's a little on himself. That's the rumor going around. A lot of people don't like him, but when we get onto the field, they respect him, and that's the number one. That's your underlying respect, and that's what they have for him. They'll say a lot of things off the field, but when they get on the field and he makes those plays, they have a lot of respect for him. So I think this year, he might not go to too many gatherings, might get his butt kicked, but otherwise than that, he's in. A lot of people like him. A lot of people don't, but that's the breaks. You're not gonna like everybody on the team. There's about 10 people on the team. You can't like everybody. The fact that majority hates him, that's not my. I'm gonna try to stop it. But I think Dan's a good guy, and I think a lot of people will respect him.
Okay, let's move over to first base. Recently noted captain Todd Rapp, player rep. What about him?
Rapley is a two-dimensional player. There's two sides to Rapley. One, the player guy that plays his butt off, and the other his outgoing personality, as everybody knows it, as you've seen in every paper. Rapp's a good man to have. He really is. He knows the players. He knows every player, and he gets everybody going. No matter, people don't think, but when he fights with those players or when he jokes around, he gets the team going. And Todd, in his own way, is one of the most true Stallions I have. He's there with every practice. He's there every game. And he's really, I think he's the most asset person on the team. His hitting looks pretty good. His fielding looks very good. And I'm looking forward to him to really break out this time.
Oh, yeah, but what about his noted controversy? Does that sometimes get to you?
Yeah, it gets to me a lot. There are times.
'Cause he's had it with you, too. I mean, does that affect you or the team in any way, do you think?
He'll get to a lot of people sometimes, but I think he knows when to stop. I think he knows where to draw the line. Sometimes he doesn't though. But Rapp, you know, it's up to Rap of how this team goes, and that's a really big statement. I mean, you can rewind that again and listen to that. But it's up to Rapley how this team goes, and you know, we'll find out what happens. If he stays quiet and he plays his game, I think that's what everybody else will do.
Okay. Before we go, one last question. To you, what is a Stein? Give us your definition of a Stein.
A Stallion knows how to play the game. A Stallion is a loyal, hard-working individual who can hit a softball, can field a softball, and that will be at every game, and that will try his best, achieving his goal.
Okay, good luck this year, and hopefully a championship.
Thanks, man. What he done? Looks like Rob Heineck.
What is that?
Rob, that's a pretty big stomach you got, huh?
Wait now. Hey, Dada, you want me? Wait now.
Dan Lusby.